How's it going?
Frame, you sound good.
Okay, everything's good on your end. Okay, that's all I care about. Okay. All right, so to start this off, we're going to start with 5 diaphragmatic breaths, just lying. Your knees can be bent, you can have legs long, I don't care. We're just really trying to feel our core work together. So I'm going to go over a little bit of anatomy just real quick. So at the top of our core, we have our diaphragm, and that's like a dome shape at the top. And then at the bottom, we have a bowl shape, which is our pelvic floor. And for women, this is really important, whether you've had kids or not, to kind of know what it feels like to have those working together. So whenever we inhale down, our breath moves down, our diaphragm and pelvic floor move down, and then as we exhale, it comes back up. So our muscles of our pelvic floor support everything, and that helps with like leaking and all kinds of stuff. I'm not sure if you have kiddos or want to, but it just plays a role in all of that functioning well together. So we're going to start with 5 diaphragmatic breaths. I'm going to coach you through like what your core should feel like as you breathe. And then we're going to go into sideline leg lifts. So I'm going to lie all the way down. And then this is going to work your smaller glute muscle at the top of your hip that tends to be weak on people. That helps stabilize our pelvis. So we really want it to be strong. And then we're going to roll over onto our bellies. And we're going to do some leg lifts in this position. So we're trying to fire up our glute first and then lift our leg. Okay? So we'll do that on right leg, left leg. And then we'll go to the side leg lift on the other side. Okay, so 3 rounds of that, 30 seconds each. The format is the same. And then for our second set, we're going to do some cat-cows. So we're, in this all fours position, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. With the cat-cow, I want you to get the extension through your tailbone, all the way through your spine, up to your neck, but I don't want you to crank your neck up super high. I want you to keep your neck neutral and your gaze forward in front of you at about 45 degrees. So that is the cow. This is our inhale portion, and then when we exhale, I want you to tuck your tail, tuck your chin, but think about rounding your spine with your core. I don't want you to clench your glutes. I want you to keep your glutes loose and just think about rounding your spine with your core, and then we're going to inhale back out and get that extension through your spine. So you're really trying to get that rotation in your spine or rounding in your spine through your mid-back. All right, and then the next exercise is going to be a beast lift and hold. So we're still going to be on all fours here, and then we're just going to come up and just hold right here. So we're working on just body control and feeling our core engage. Really, we're just trying to connect to our core and our pelvic floor with all of these. Oh, your little dog is so cute. And then our last 2 that we're going to do are thoracic rotation. So our backs tend to get really tight and weak. And so we're just trying to get some more rotation through our back. So you can start this with your hand on your ear. We're going to exhale to open, inhale to close. And then we'll do that on the other side. You can also do this with a long arm. So I would like to call this a long lever. We're taking it up and down. Once again, exhale and open. Thinking about getting the rotation through your mid-back, so your hips stay square to the ground. Okay. If you feel any kind of pulling in your low back, really try to keep your belly button, your low belly and your low back connected, so we're not rotating through our lumbar spine, we're just rotating through our mid-back. Okay, that is circuit 2. Circuit 3, we're going to stand up. And we're going to do good mornings. So good mornings is just a hinge over. I keep my collarbones long, my chest is proud, and I'm really just trying to get a good stretch through my hamstrings and my glutes. This is the inhale portion, and then we exhale, fire the glutes to stand the hips up. And then we'll go into some air squats. Nice and easy, inhale down, keeping the knees out. We're balanced in our feet, and then we exhale to stand up. And then we'll do reverse lunge on one leg the whole time, and then reverse lunge on the other. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna just turn my mat sideways so that it seems like it's getting a great view of my butt the whole time. All right. So let's start on our back, and we're gonna go for 5 of those diaphragmatic breaths. All right. So I'm gonna do mine with my knees bent. You can have your legs long, whatever you like. And I'd like for you to put your hand on your low belly and the other hand on your ribs. And so I want you to think about from your torso down, I want you all of your air to come here, breathe into your mat and into your pelvic floor. And then on your exhale, your pelvic floor will lift, your hip bones will come together, you're gonna zip up your low belly, and then feel your ribs contract down at the top, okay? So inhale, everything lengthens and gets big. Let's go ahead and have an inhale. Breathe into the mat in your back, and then exhale, pelvic floor lift, low belly zip, and feel your ribs contract down at the top. Then another big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale back out. Think of that air pushing down, and then exhale, coming back up like a piston, moving up and down. 2 more breaths. Breathe into the mat, let your ribs stand backwards. Then exhale, lift, zip up your low belly, wrap your core. Last one. Good. All right. So I know that was just like a quick run through, but we're gonna roll to the side. We're gonna stack our hips and our shoulders. So we're not rolling forward, we're not rolling open. Oh, let me get my timer. And then we're just gonna do a side leg lift. So I want you to think, I'm gonna reach with my heel, and I'm just gonna lift it up until you feel that glute muscle at the top kick on, okay? So we're gonna go for 30 seconds. All right, we got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, good. So exhale, lift up, inhale, lower. If you want to place your hand on that hip muscle right at the top, you can feel it contracting. So you're reaching with your heel, you're keeping your toes pointed forward, exhaling up, inhaling down. See if you can feel your pelvic floor lengthening at the bottom as you inhale, and then exhaling, coming back as you lift your leg up. 3, 2, 1. All right, roll onto your belly. I don't care which leg you start with. You can place your hands or your head on your hands, hold it in front of you. Squeeze your glute, and then just lift your leg up. Keep your toe pointed down, squeeze the glute, and think about lifting with your heel. Hopefully you're feeling that glute fire up a lot. A few more seconds and we'll go to the other side. 3, 2, 1. All right, other side. Point your foot down, squeeze your glute. I want you to feel, are you lifting your leg with your glute or your hamstring? Your hamstring's gonna kick on a little bit, but I want you to predominantly feel it in your butt. Gotta have a really strong butt to stabilize our pelvis, which helps our core stay strong. 10 seconds, and then we're going to the side leg lifts on the other side. In 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Roll on over to the other side for the side leg lifts. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Lead with the heel. Feel that glute muscle at the top of your hip kick on. Good. Inhale down, exhale up with that lift. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we have a 30-second rest. I know this is really low key, but we're going to keep the format. Your dog's like, it's playtime. Let's do this. Yeah, that's awesome. So we're going to start with those side leg lifts again. We're not going to go back through the breathing, but I want you to think about feeling your pelvic floor lift as you exhale. Okay. All right, we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Good, inhale down, exhale up. As you inhale, your pelvic floor goes down. As you exhale, you get a gentle lift. Think about lifting like a blueberry off the ground, so you're not trying to pop it, squish it, you're just trying to lift it up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, roll onto your belly. We're gonna do those leg lifts. So point your toe down, engage your glute, lift your leg off the ground. So think of that big butt muscle. If you want to place your hand on your butt too, you can feel whether it's kicking on or not. 7 seconds left on this leg. 2, 1. All right, other side. Once again, really tune into that glute and try to keep your hamstring looser. Our glutes extend our hips, not our hamstrings, so we're really just trying to fire up our booty. After this, we're going to roll to the other side for those side leg lifts in 3, 2, 1. Right, other side. Quick transition. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Lead with your heel and lift that leg. Feel that glute medius muscle getting strong on the side of your hip. Remember your breath, inhale down, exhale up. Feel that pelvic floor lift, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got one more round of that. So as you're lying here, you can practice that connection to your breath and your pelvic floor and your core. I want you to remember not only the pelvic floor lift, but that low belly zip. So think about a zipper from your belly button. And then lift that blueberry through your core and feel your ribs contract down at the top. All right, let's get back to it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stack your hips. Lift that top leg. I always like to put my hand on this hip so I can really feel that muscle working. 10. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Roll to your belly. All right. Fire on. Inhale down, exhale up. Few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Good. Squeeze your cheek before you lift your leg. Pick it on and then lift. Halfway. How was your Halloween, Spider-Man?
It was fun.
Yeah, good.
Laid back compared to normal, but
Yeah.
that's not a bad thing. How was
3
yours?
seconds. It was good. I just went to another little baby friend's house. Side leg lifts on the left side. So we stack our hips up, reach with your heel and lift that top leg. But yeah, we just went to another friend's house that had a couple kiddos, Easy's age.
Nice.
Went to a couple houses. Had some chili. All right, 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1. All right. Okay. Hopefully it feels good to get those glute muscles all fired up. Okay. We're moving into the second set. It's gonna be cat-cows. Those beast lift and holds. So we're gonna hold for 5 seconds. If you need to drop down earlier, totally fine. Or you can hold for the whole time if you feel ready for that. But we're gonna start on all fours for this cat-cows. So we're gonna start in cow. So we have that extension all through our spine, our gaze is a little bit forward. And then we exhale, lift the pelvic floor, zip up the low belly. Tuck your tail, tuck your chin. Do not squeeze your glutes. And then inhale back out. You can move with your own breath. But think about rounding your spine with your core versus tucking or squeezing your glutes and getting a lot of pressure there. 1, okay. Now we're going with those beast lift and hold. So turn your toes under, set your base, take a good inhale, and then exhale, lift. Your core should be fired. You should feel everything working in your midsection and in your legs. And then if you want, you can inhale, lower back down. Take another big breath. Exhale, lift back up. Or if you feel strong enough, you can hold for the full 30 seconds. We got 7 seconds left. Keep your ribs over your pelvis. That belly button's pulled in gently. And down. All right, now we're going to thoracic rotation. So you keep a long lever. You can put your hand by your ear. Lead with your elbow. Take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, open up. Inhale down. Inhale down, everything lengthens. Exhale, pelvic floor. Deep core turn on. And then you rotate open. Inhale down. Exhale up. 2, 1. All right, other side. Set your base, take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, open up. Go. Into your breath and your core, your pelvic floor. Inhale down, everything lengthens at the bottom. Exhale up. 2, 1. Okay. So we have a 30-second rest here. All right, and I always like to check in with myself, like specifically with me on the thoracic rotations. My right side is tighter, and that's because I know my left side is weaker, so my right side is overworking for my left. So what do you feel? Do you feel tighter on one side or have more range of motion? Does it feel pretty even? Great. Your right side? Yeah, and that's totally common, so that lets you know what side you need to work more on and like show a little bit of love. All right, let's go back to cat-cows here. So inhaling at the bottom, we're going to extension, and then exhale. Lift zigzag, tuck your tail, tuck your chin. Inhale back out. Exhale, open up. Round up. Inhale back out. Nice and smooth. 1 more. All right. Now we're going to go into beast holds. So we turn our toes under. Take a good inhale and then exhale. Lift the sit around, lift your knees. Once again, you can go for a few seconds at a time and drop down, or you can hold for the whole time. But what you're looking for here is to feel your core stay engaged. You got 10 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, thoracic rotations. So long lever, repeat by your ear. Take an inhale to start. Exhale, open up. We're trying to rotate through our thoracic spine, not our low back. So keep your low back and belly connected by just keeping your belly button pulled in just gently. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Inhale, bottom. So feel free to close your eyes if that helps you connect to your core. On your exhales, I want you to think about blowing out of a straw. So your lips are pursed together. Strong exhales out. All right. We got one more set of that circuit before we stand up. I thought I had a ponytail holder, but I guess not. So you said your right side is tighter, or you have more range of motion in that side?
Yeah, it seems like the right is a little tighter, but not by much.
Yeah, right. And getting that thoracic rotation is just like, you can do that in a bunch of different positions, but it's really great because we do everything in this forward motion, right?
Right.
All right, let's get into this last round, cat-cows here. So inhale out, faces down, exhale, lift, sit back, round your spine at your core, tuck your tail, tuck your chin. Inhale back out. Remember to keep your gaze neutral on your inhale. 2, 1. All right, turn those toes under for beast lift and pulse. Take an inhale to connect and then exhale lift. Make sure you're not keeping your pelvic floor lifted the whole time, like you're not holding a Kegel. You're letting it move freely with your breath, but you're still keeping your core engaged. You should feel your core still firing, even though you're breathing here. 5 seconds left, and then we go thoracic rotations. 2, 1, and down. All right, thoracic rotations, last time here. Connect with your breath on the inhale, exhale down. Eight seconds. Side. Go to the other in 3, 2, 1. All right, get down. Here we go, last time. Big inhale in the nose. Strong exhale up the mouth. Last few. One. All right, so now we're going to stand up and we're going to go into some good mornings, which is just a hinge, some squats, and then reverse lunges on each leg. Angle that up a little bit. Stand that up. There we go. Okay. So, with the good mornings, I want you to start with your feet under your hips, soft bend in the knees, and think about sending your hips backwards. So my chest is still proud, and I'm just hinging over. We're letting our glutes get long, and then squeeze your glutes to extend your hips forward. Good. Inhale back down. Exhale up. Good. Inhale down, nice and balanced in our feet. Exhale up. Keep your collarbones long. If you feel like you're still rounded forward, you can place your hands behind your back. All right, now we're going to go into squats. So we're going to get in our squat stance, and then we're going to inhale down, keeping our knees out the whole time. Exhale forward. So drive those knees out, spread the floor with your feet, and stand. Inhale down, exhale up. Feel your pelvic floor lengthen at the bottom, and then lift, sip, and wrap. 5 seconds, then we're going to reverse lunges. 2, 1. All right, so our right leg is going to stay still. We're going to move our left, send it back and down. So drop that back knee down like an elevator. Our chest is staying upright. We got a strong ankle, knee, and hip in that stabilized leg. Inhale down, exhale, push through the heel to stand up. 3, 2, 1. All right, switch feet. Set your base. Send that staying nice and straight. Strong pointed forward. Inhale down, exhale up. Our chest is nice and tall. 5 seconds. 2, 1. All right. Just got just a little bit, my head's off. Okay. So I'm gonna just stretch it out a little bit. Feel free to join me here. Getting that inner thigh stretch is also really good for our pelvic floor if they're tight and overworking. Drop into some deep squat rocks. All right, we're going back to those good mornings in 5 seconds. So let's go ahead and get our feet under our hips. Soft bend in the knees, chest is proud. Send your hips back. Drop your chest towards the floor. Squeeze your glutes to stand up. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Inhale down, let's get back, stand up. Less than 10. 5 seconds. 2, 1. All right, going into squats. Get your squat stance. All right, balance in our feet. Hips bridge first. Send your hips back and down like you're sitting in a chair. Exhale, stand up. Think about taking your kneecaps to your pinky toes. That'll help drag your knees out. We're just taking on those glute medius muscles that we worked with those leg lifts. And keep those nice and strong. 5 seconds. 2, 1. All right, nice job. Okay, right leg stays fixed first. We're gonna step back on our loft. Reverse lunge. Drop down as far as you can into that lunge. If you want to tap the floor, great. If you're not quite there, that's fine. But make sure your knee is not giving in. We're nice and balanced here. Our belly button's pulled in just gently, so our pelvis is stable from the top, but we're strong from the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Set your waist. Send that other leg back and down. Inhale down, exhale, push through the heel to stand up. You should feel that kicking on that glutes of that bent knee. Inhale down, push back up. 5 seconds. 2, 1. All right, nice job. Okay, we got one more set. Just gonna stretch it out here again. Gonna be in this hinge position and rotate to the side. Little dynamic stretch here. All right. And let's come to the middle and go ahead and stand back up. Let's get set up for good mornings. Feet under hips. Send your hips back. Hinge forward, chest parallel to the ground. Exhale, stand up. Keep your big toe rooted into the ground with your heel. We're nice and balanced in our midfoot as we hinge forward on an inhale. Exhale, stand up with our glutes. 5 seconds. 2, 1. All right, go into squats. Widen your face just a smidge wherever you're comfortable. Hips spread first, sitting it down and back on an inhale. Exhale, standing up. Big inhale in the nose. Strong exhale out the mouth. Once again, think about blowing through a straw. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, reverse lunges, last time. Stand up nice and tall, soft bend in the knees, send the hips and the knee back and down. Push your that front leg to stand back up. Uh-oh, Abby, you're frozen. Oh. What happened? 10 seconds. Feel that glute firing on that stable leg. 2, 1. All right, switch feet, set your base, soft bend in the knee. Step it back and down. Press through the heel, stand back up. Following your quantity reps here. We're still trying to stay connected to our core and our pelvic floor as we move. This is it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Nice job, you guys. Okay, I'm sweating. That was good. It's like, you can still sweat even though it's like low intensity. So I hope that was great for you. Hope you feel connected to your core and your pelvic floor more. Stretch it out tonight and see you next time.